And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here Lucas from Mars again with this MLB Show 23 or MLB Show 22 Custom League, and so excited for this. We are now into the playoffs here, and we have the two wildcard games in the AL and the National League. This first one here between the Kansas City Monarchs and the Atlanta Crusaders. So let's get into it. No further ado, we've built this playoffs up for a while, and year one, the regular season took a long time, I do admit, so we're definitely not going to take as much time next year, but man, this is exciting now. We're into these games really matter a ton here, and the winner of this game will play Nashville in the Stars in the National League Divisional round. So let's take a look at, these teams record-wise. Of course, they kind of ignore the seasons in the MLB. As far as we're all concerned, these teams, this is their first year in existence, but 92-70 for Kansas City, 94-68 for the Monarchs. So both teams 90-plus wins. I really like both of these teams. Strong rosters here and a good pitching matchup. Aaron Nola and Jacob deGrom here in this one. So really good pitching matchup. Might be seeing a kind of a pitcher's duel type of a game, but we'll see what happens here. Postseason officially underway here in year one of this franchise. So there is Jacob deGrom, and man, he was really good this year. Led the league in strikeouts with 234, 33 starts, a 2.77 ERA in 217 innings, and a sub-1 whip at 0.96. Led the league in that category, and definitely this team's ace here, Chris Taylor. Looking at his stats, a 246 average for him this season. And here we go. We are officially into this game. And Chris Taylor's going to start the game off by dropping one into left field down the line. Fair. And that's going to be extra bases. So Chris Taylor will get the playoff started for the Monarchs here with a double down the line. Now Brandon Nimmo is at the dish, as that's a ground ball to first base. And there's Luke Voigt to make that play and go over to first. Brandon Nimmo had an excellent season, batting almost 300. Let's look at this Kansas City lineup. It's a really good batting order here. You got Chris Taylor and Brandon Nimmo there. Yordan Alvarez batting third. Jose Abreu fourth. Alex Dickerson fifth. Tommy La Stella, Bobby Witt Jr., Aaron Nola, and then Trent Grisham leading it off. Fifth in the National League in home runs this year. Now here's Yordan Alvarez, and he's going to swing through a 99-mile-an-hour fastball from deGrom. deGrom comes with a full count pitch, and it's going to be low. So that's ball 4. Two men are on here for Jose Abreu. 1 and 2 to him, and he's going to reach, trying to get to a slider there way outside, but just no chance to hit that pitch, and that is strike number 3. And out number 2 here in this first inning. Look at that pitch sequence there, changing up the pitches there. 4 different ones for deGrom in that plate appearance, and now it's Alex Dickerson who takes that slider for ball 1. Dickerson, batted around 250 this year with 80 RBIs. Now a 1-0 to Dickerson. Is a swing and a drive down the line, and it's fair and it's gone. Alex Dickerson with a 3-run homer, and the Monarchs will score first in the wildcard game, 3-0 here in the first inning. Man, and a big swing, a crowd silencer here immediately. And Dickerson, knew it right away, just wasn't sure if it was going to stay fair. 375 on the distance near that little bridge out there in left. What a big swing. And now it's Tommy La Stella, and this first inning for Jacob deGrom has not gone his way. He's tried 25, now 26 pitches here in this first inning, and of course, has given up 3 runs. That fastball clocked in at 100 miles an hour and is ball 4. So already down to Bobby Witt Jr. here to bat, and he's going to swing at the first pitch here in this at-bat, and he's going to ground it over to Rendon at third. Finally ending the inning, but a really good inning for the Monarchs. A lot of pitches used there by deGrom, but of course the big swing Alex Dickerson's 3-run homer. 3-0 Kansas City as the Crusaders will come to the plate for the first time. And here is Aaron Nola, then the ace for this Monarchs team. Really good in 33 starts for him, a 3.38 ERA. 198 hits a lot, almost 200 strikeouts basically there. Akil Baddoo leading things off. He had an 81 OPS, really good season for him as a leadoff hitter on this team. That was a nice stop by the third baseman, but Baddoo, with his speed, legs it out. And he's going to be safe. That is a base hit. Now let's take a look at Baddoo here, running this ball down, and yeah, did get there just barely in time. So that's what you have in that leadoff hitter. You have speed for him. He's going to try and go to second here, but he's going to be thrown out. Great play by the catcher there. Aaron Nola is the pitcher. I can't remember who the catcher is exactly as that ball misses. So Mitch Haniger, who finished, with 112 RBIs, had an excellent season. He gets a free pass. Now it's Anthony Rendon, and Rendon is going to get that one down the line, and it's going to be fair. So all the way to third here goes Haniger, and he's going to stop. And man, if Baddoo could have successfully stolen second, that would have been an RBI. But as it is, now it's second and third with one man out. Anthony Rendon coming through. Now it's Eloy Jimenez. And Eloy's going to swing, foul that fastball off right down the middle. Eloy, 704 OPS and 18 home runs this season. Kind of, not necessarily what you expected him to do. Want him to do a little bit better. He's going to ground it over to short. And Bollywood Jr. is not going to have a play except to go to first base. So that was really the only thing he could do in that spot. That will score a run as the Monarchs on the board. There's Luke Voigt, 28 homers for him this season. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball up the middle, and that one is going to get on through for a base hit. Anthony Rendon is around third. He's going to score as Luke Voigt, a monster hit there. Big time single back up the middle, and Atlanta will get 2 of those 3 back in this first inning. That was a knuckle curveball that was outside of the strike zone, so a great swing there by Luke Voigt, and already maybe more runs than you would expect from these two pitchers to give up, and only in the first inning, as that's a swing, fly ball, and that ball is going to go off the wall. So this is extra base as Luke Voigt is going to go around third base, blasting through with a stop sign, and he's going to be out by a few steps right there at home plate. Not really sure why he decided to go all the way home there, but a good relay play by the outfield and the Monarchs there to get that out, and so it's a 3-2 lead for Kansas City. But man, Atlanta 2 runs in the first inning. That's a swing and a miss on Trent Grisham. Cannot catch up to that circle change there for another strikeout. The second one of the game for DeGrom, as there's a fly ball, and that one is going to be caught by Baddoo in center. Middle of the second inning, or actually, I think that's Aviso Garcia, or Adolis Garcia in center field for them. But here now is Wilmer Flores, 263 average, 16 homers and 65 ribbies for him this year. And yeah, this is kind of what you might expect the total score of this game to be between these two teams, and it's already 3-2 here in just the second inning. Now Wilmer Flores, 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Great change up there by Nola at the knees. I mean, a perfect, just right there. I mean, you really cannot locate a off-speed pitch any better than that. Although it took a few off-speed pitches for him to finally bite at that one. Now Adolis Garcia is up, and he's going to hit a ground ball. That one will go back up the middle for a single here. So with an out in this second inning, Atlanta is going to have a base run. Now it's back to Baddoo. Of course, he had that single back in the first inning, trying to steal a bag. And let's see what he does here. Trying to steal a base now is Adolis Garcia, and he's also gunned down. Man, okay, the catcher here for the Monarchs is not allowing anybody to run on him. I think his last name might be Nola as well, actually. Not sure what his first name is, but man, Brandon Nimmo is back up, and it's 2 runners caught stealing, a runner caught at home plate already. So, I mean, the Braves, or the Crusaders here, Atlanta's taking some risks with their base running, and none of them have really worked out for them yet. Now Brandon Nimmo, full count pitch here to him, and that's a swing and a miss. 101, fastball, and just too fast for this hitter here in Brandon Nimmo. Just no chance, and yeah, way too late on that fastball. So DeGrom has recovered pretty well after, that rough first inning that he had. He's already had 50 pitches, though. That's a ground ball to end the top of the 3rd inning. So he's allowed he's allowed one base runner now, but since the 1st inning, he's only allowed 1 hit. Now it's Anthony Rendon, and he's going to swing and miss. Man, that was a filthy pitch there at the knees. And Aaron Nola finishes the 3rd inning off. He's got 3 strikeouts now in this game so far. Atlanta's already got 5 hits off of him, though. But we're in the 4th inning. Still 3-2 game. Bollywood Jr. is up, but he is going to swing and miss at a fastball there at 100. So, 4 strikeout now for DeGrom, and I think it's kind of fair to say that these pitchers might have settled in at this point here tonight. Austin Nola is at the dish now, so yeah, I mean, the pitcher and the catcher have the same last name. That's kind of fascinating there, but 8 pitches. The 9th pitch of this at bat to Nola, and he's going to pop it up down over to first base in foul territory, and that is caught by Luke Voigt there. So that'll end the top of the 4th. Not really a lot of action since the 1st inning for either one of these teams. Here's now Luke Voigt, and he had that big RBI base hit, and now he's going to drive this one into the gap, and nobody's going to catch it here, right in between Grisham and Alvarez there in center, or in left center, and that is going to be a double. So Luke Voigt, 2 for 2 with, a single now, an extra base knock. Here's Wilmer Flores up to the plate as 2 strikes on him. And there's a fastball on the corner on the outside part of the plate. That was a great pitch right there. And Nola's got 5 strikeouts now, I believe. And, end of the 4th inning, still remains 3-2. So here is Trent Grisham, and he struck out his first time up. 1-1 count now to Grisham, as he's going to go around as that ball hits him. So not exactly the good pitch to swing out there, and yeah, Trent Grisham is a little upset with himself there for swinging at that one. Full count, pitch swing, and a miss. 100-mile-an-hour heat. I mean, DeGrom still 70 pitches in, throwing triple digits. Fascinating pitcher. He's so good and nasty, and he is really settled in now. That was a beautiful pitch off speed for his 6th strikeout of the game. And looking at this pitch sequence, a slider, 4-seamer at 100, and a circle change, and then another slider there outside. Now Brandon Nimmo is at the plate with 2 out in the inning, and he's going to swing and miss at a fastball at 100. 82 pitches in. DeGrom still throwing triple digits as the count will run full. Nimmo trying to do something here off of DeGrom, and he will not get anything. He's not going to swing it and hit that ball. I mean, that's in the dirt. Wow, a strikeout of the side right there by DeGrom, who's got 7 of them now in 5 innings and has allowed only 1 hit since the 1st inning in this game. Fascinating. He's just dominant. I mean, man, that's what DeGrom can do, though, once he gets settled in. So we're in the bottom of the 5th here, halfway home in the game. Chadwick Trump is at the plate, and that ball misses for ball 4. So remember, they don't have Robert Stevenson, this team. Atlanta doesn't. He would be a very big help for their offense, but he is injured. He is going to be injured for basically the whole playoffs for them. So Akil Baddoo is at the plate, and now Akil Baddoo takes ball 4. So back-to-back walks here with 1 out in the 5th. Spells some trouble for Nola potentially. 2 out in the inning, and here's Anthony Rendon. He had a double his first time up. 2-2 pitch. Ground swing and a fly ball and a foul 4-seamer off of the wall there in left field. That's going to score one. And blasting through another stop sign here and going home is the runner, and he's thrown out at the plate. Garcia can't make it to the dish, and that's another runner thrown out at home for Atlanta, but they do tie the game at 3 with that base hit, or that extra base knock right there. Now we're in the 6th inning, and here's Yono Alvarez, and he's gonna, wow, what a diving play! Oh my goodness, I thought that was a base hit for sure. But Wilmer Flores flashing the leather on this play. Look at this. Stop here by Wilmer. Oh man, that's a full extension, laying all out there on his knees. What a play. So now 1 down in the inning. It's Jose Abreu. 2-2 to him. It's a swing and a miss. 99. I mean, slow for DeGrom in this game. That's now 8 strikeouts for him on the night. And yeah, I mean, that groove, he just, it's so hard to get him out of it. Fast, I mean, great. It is turning into a really good start for him now, as Alex Dickerson's back up again. Of course, had really the one blemish on DeGrom's record right now with that 3-run homer. DeGrom now with 97 pitches. Here comes the 3-2 counts. Dickerson is going to crush this ball down the left field line again. And that ball is gone. Oh, man. Alex Dickerson has bit DeGrom twice. 4-3. The Monarchs are back out on top here in the 6th inning. It is the first run. It is only the second hit DeGrom has allowed since Dickerson's homer back in the first. And another no-doubter. 399 on the distance there. I mean, practically to the same exact spot right there with that home run. Wow. 2-2 to Tommy LaStella, and he is going to go around on that pitch. That was filthy inside. 9 strikeouts for DeGrom, but that will probably be the end of the line for him. I don't imagine that he's going to pitch anymore in this game. But, man, Alex Dickerson, the only guy to really do anything against DeGrom in this game. 2 homers for him tonight, and all the runs for Kansas City. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Count is full here to Eloy, and Nola's, nearing 90 pitches. He's up there in his pitch count, and he's going to walk the batter here to begin this inning. As now here comes the manager, so we are going to see a pitching change here in the 6th. Though Nola only ends up going 5 innings, gives up 3 runs, is now responsible for the guy on first base, and had, I think, 6 or 7 strikeouts. Overall, not a terrible performance for him, but also probably could have pitched a little bit better. You might have wanted him to pitch, a little bit better, at least another inning. But they bring out Cole Irvin, and, 119 innings for him, but a 4.5 ERA. So, his regular season didn't go that exceptionally well this year. And here's Luke Voigt. He's got a double and a single already in this game. First pitch from Irvin, swung on and driven by Voigt. And into left field, that's a home run! First pitch off of Irvin. Voigt's not messing around, and he gives the Crusaders the lead right back. 5-4 in the 6th. Man, and another no-doubt home run. Seen quite a few of those into left field, a part of the outfield. This one more towards center, but still, all the home runs in this game that we've seen have been to that same spot. 110 exit velo, 389 on the distance there. And, man, we are having a back-and-forth battle here tonight. That run, one of those runs when we charge to Nola, the other to Cole Irvin, who now gives up a base hit. So, Adolis Garcia is at the plate, and Adolis Garcia is going to take ball 4, and, man, Cole Irvin has not done his job very well here in this 6th inning. He's given up a homer and a base hit and a walk here, so he's given up a few base runners. Now Chadwick Trump is at the plate here. That's a ground ball, back up the middle, and, oh, no, you can't get the play, and there's not going to be an out made at all. So that is going to be an error on Chris Taylor. Just couldn't handle this ground ball here, and that was definitely a double play possibility. Maybe it was just rushing it a little bit, wanted to get the double play badly enough that he just rushed that play, and now the bases are loaded. There's a fly ball. And Alvarez on his horse makes that catch. Tacking from third. The throw is a little offline. And just getting in there ahead of the tag is Wilmer Flores. So there's a sac fly. And another run for Atlanta. They're now up by 2. 4-6, definitely more high scoring than I expected this one to be. Mitch Haniger is going to take a curveball there at the knees, and he's a little frustrated by that strike call. But, man, Carl Irvin definitely struggled a little bit there. He gave up 2 runs and 3 total for Atlanta in that 6th inning. So now up by 2 as we go into the 7th, and yeah, it is a time to go to this bullpen, which was really, really good this year for Atlanta, and Tony Keller was absolutely excellent. 68 innings, 2.25 ERA, and a 1.03 whip for him this year. 83 strikeouts. Had a fascinating season. And, I mean, you got him, you got Seth Lugo, and you got Edwin Diaz. This little bullpen is pretty loaded. So here's Bollywood Jr. What can this offense do against this good of a bullpen here? That is a drive by, oh, man, that by Bobby Witt Jr., and that was extra bases right there. So immediately here, 5th pitch in is a double for Bobby Witt Jr., the young guy, only 21 years old, already making his playoff debut here in his rookie year. And that one just short of the wall in right field. So now it's Austin Nola, who is 0 for 2 in this game, takes that 4-seamer there for a strike. And let's see when the 0-2 pitch is to him here. It's a swing and a drive to left center field. Oh, man, that ball is crushed and it is gone. Tie game, longest homer of the night for either team. It is 6-6. Austin Nola with a ball absolutely crushed into left center field, and knew it right away. Man, that's a no doubt big time home run. Let's look at this one again, where they landed exactly 425 on the distance. Man, that ball was crushed into the seats out there in left center. So that's a strikeout there. Strike 3 on the outside corner. But man, Tony Keller, I'm not sure how many home runs he gave up this season, but definitely didn't give up a ton of them this season. I wouldn't expect him to. I think his main maybe issue was walks. That might be something that he kind of struggled with a little bit more, but he only had 26 and 80 innings, or 60 innings. But man, they have to take him out of the game. He just really didn't do anything there. Tony Keller really struggled in that outing, and now it's to Brad Hand, who's pitched 50 innings, 50 games, 47 innings, a 2.3 ERA for him. Excellent numbers as well. And he's now going to give up a ground ball that's going to roll over to the wall here in the outfield. Up to third base goes the runner there. I believe that's maybe, is that Austin Nola? Brandon Nimmo, actually Chris Taylor is probably on base there to get to third. A base hit and an extra base knock for Brandon Nimmo. So Brad Hand here, fourth pitch. Now it's back to Yonan Alvarez, who is 0 for 2 in the game, and that's a 4-seamer high and outside, 1-0 counts. And man, tie game here. Brad Hand, he's a strikeout would definitely be wanted for him. Ground ball, it's fair! Past Anthony Rendon's diving glove. It's going to score 2 runs. And up to second base. No, Yonan Alvarez is going to be thrown out. But it doesn't really matter because he just got a monster 2-run base hit down the line. And the Monarchs go back out in front. It's now an 8-6 game. So 2 more runs. Those are both going to be against Tony Keller. But man, Brad Hand struggling here in this outing. He's going to walk Jose Abreu. So there's another base runner. And, well, you know who's coming up next? It's Alex Dickerson, who's had a fantastic night. 2 home runs in this game already, and now coming up for his 3rd plate appearance in this game. Actually, might be his 4th. But what has happened to this Atlanta bullpen? It's collapsing right now in this game. That's a swing and a miss on a slider. And, I mean, that was a great pitch. but damage definitely done for Kansas City in that inning. They had 4 runs there in the top of the 7th and now lead it by 2. Man, both teams with 9 hits, but Kansas City is making the most of their base hits. And Cole Irvin, don't really know why they wanted him to stay out in the 7th inning, because he really struggled, and they're going to take him out of the game. So probably should have brought in Dylan Floro in the beginning of the inning, but either way, he's out there now. He really struggled with walks this year, it looks like, but really just hits and walks in general. 1.5 whip is pretty high, so, we'll see what he can do here against this Atlanta lineup. I don't know, the bullpen for Kansas City is definitely not as strong as, Atlanta. They do have some big stars there in their bullpen, but that might be a weakness for them. But immediately, Dylan Floro is going to get a double play. And how about that? That is a big disappointment right there. Big blow to Atlanta's chances. Wipes away the base runner immediately. So now it's Luke Voigt, and Luke Voigt has had a fantastic game. He is a triple shy of the cycle. Right now, he's got a homer, a double, and a single. 1-2 pitch here. Fly ball down the line, and just missed. A foul ball 8 feet outside the pole there. So we'll do this again here on this 1-2. And he's going to send a ball into the outfield here. And that one just off the top of the wall. I mean, the issue is he's only got a 15 speed, so a triple for him is pretty unlikely. But he is going to be a 4-for-4 hitter in this game. That is awesome. He's definitely done what he can. But there's a ground ball, and that's going to be an out. So, end of the 7th inning, I mean, the Monarchs Atlanta had a couple of runners in that frame, and they were not able to score either one of them. So we go to the 8th, 8-6 lead. Back to the bullpen again for Atlanta. And here's Seth Lugo. Really good numbers for him in 50 innings, 3.24 ERA and a 1.32 whip. 51 strikeouts for him with 20 walks. So now it's Tommy La Stella up to the plate to begin this top of the 8th, and a 1-2 count to him. Here he's 0-for-2 in this game. It's a ground ball, and that one is going to get on through. So there's a base hit for La Stella, who just finished the year having an incredible time at the majors. He just wouldn't stop hitting. He was excellent in the final month of the year, basically. That's a swing and a miss by Austin Nola, who's had a big double in this game. Now 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And a four-seamer there. I mean, I think that was 95 miles an hour maybe. But either way, that pitch was not a good one to swing at, way inside. So now it's Trent Grisham at the plate. 2-2 pitch to Grisham is a swing and a drive down the right field line this time. Trent Grisham watches that ball go over the wall. Another homer for the Monarchs in this game. I believe that's 4 or 5 of them now, and 10 runs for them on the scoreboard. They extend their lead even further. It's a 10-6 lead. Not satisfied with only being up 2, and Trent Grisham hits a no-doubt homer. Down the line, and that one just curled inside of the fair pole there, down the right field line. Not a home run by much. So 10-6, and this bullpen was dreadful in this game. Oh man, they gave up a ton of runs. They ended up giving up 6 runs here so far in this game. And Seth Lugo, I mean, gives up a big time hit right there. That's a fly ball that is going to be caught, but 2 more runs for Kansas City, and it's just, you gotta, giving up 10 runs, how likely are you to win the game? Well, probably not very likely. And now the Crusaders are desperate for some runs. They gotta get at least 1 or 2 here in this 8th inning, you would think. So coming on now is Zach Davies. Not this team setup man, which I probably would have put in this situation. Zach Davies didn't actually pitch at all this season for the Monarchs. Just called them up in the a chance at the playoff roster. So we'll see a guy that's not faced major league competition how well he does in this situation, and he's going to give up a double here down the line actually going around second and trying for a triple, and safe is the batter. Who is that? That is Adolis Garcia, I believe, hitting a triple down the line. So that is a big hit there, and you got to take advantage of this base runner here. Critical to score this runner if you're Atlanta. You need to do that here in this spot. So Trader Trump is at the plate. He's 0 for 2, and he's walked a couple of times, I think maybe at least once in this game, and he's going to get an RBI ground out to second base. So you kind of take that trade-off if you're Kansas City at this point. A run for an out. Now it's 10-7. And here's Akil Baddoo, 1 for 2 in this game. Single RBI. He's walked as well in this one. But a 2-0 here from Zach Davies is a ground ball or fly ball. And that is caught. Line drive to Alvarez to get the end of the 8th inning. So they do get a run back. I would have liked them for the, you would have liked to get a couple of runs back, but they're going to go into the 9th inning here, down by 3. Anthony Mizowicz, not sure if that's how you pronounce that name or not. He's also a guy that didn't pitch at all for Atlanta this season, and he's going to try and do something that nobody else in this bullpen today has been able to do. That's put up a scoreless inning, and he does just that. A 1-2-3, top of the 9th. So this is it for the Monarchs here, or for Crusaders here. Their last chance. They got the meat of their order coming up in this inning, so they do have a chance. Mitch Haniger, Anthony Rendon, 2, 3, 4, and here's Colin McHugh. 49 innings for him, 49 saves, and 57 opportunities, and the whip was really good, a 107, only 7 walks, given up all season, a 3.62 ERA. So we'll see here. I mean, this is the best chance that you got if you're Atlanta with the batting order coming up. Here's Mitch Haniger, 0 for 3 in the game, and that's a slider outside. That's a swing and a miss. That's the second time he struck out today, and he just did not have a good day at all at the plate. One of those key guys that Atlanta got in a trade this season that they really wanted to show up in this one that just didn't. 4 sliders in that pitch sequence by McHugh. Now 2 down in the inning. So Atlanta here down to their final out. Down to their final strike. Eloy is going to fly this one into shallow center. That one will fall in. So there's a base hit. And actually around first and going to second base and getting there is Eloy right there on that play. Okay. Just because of how deep the outfielders were playing in that situation, he ends up getting a second base anyway. There's a ground ball. Witt has got it. Throws it to first. And a good scoop by Abreu ends the ball game. Kansas City wins it here. They win the National League wild card and take this one 10-7 on the road against the Atlanta Crusaders. Man, a great game. Fascinating one here tonight. Back and forth and way more runs than I would have ever expected between these two teams. Definitely didn't see a 17 combined runs coming for either one of these offenses against, the pitchers that were pitching in this one. But the Monarchs are going to win their first ever playoff game and will face the best team in baseball record-wise in the Nashville Stars in the NLDS. And, I mean, the key thing in this game was just the late runs. It was, really, it was a 4-3 game. Or, yeah, it was a 5-3 game going into the top of the 7th inning. So, yeah, you really, a lot of runs scored late, but that 4-run 7th inning was a monster frame, definitely, in this one. Alex Dickerson, of course, had 2 monster homers in this one. Aaron Nola had a home run. Grisham had a home run as well. Big RBIs in this one by Yordan Alvarez. And, I mean, just the key to this game, the tail of the tape is going to be this bullpen. Really amazing bullpen in the regular season. One of the best bullpens in baseball. I was like, this is going to be a definite strength of this team. But Tony Kelly gave up 3 runs. Brad Hand gave up a run. And then Seth Lugo gave up 2 runs. Only Mizowicz was able to stop anything in that pitching staff. So yeah, the bullpen for Atlanta in that game just completely blew it and really, really struggled. So that was definitely their downfall. And now we are going to go into our second wildcard game of the day. That is one here between the Mexico City Diablos and the New York Honey Badgers. In New York, in Honey Badger Stadium here. And the Diablos, of course, had to win a game 163 to get to this point. Meanwhile, the Honey Badgers, you know, this is a team that we'll see what they can do offensively in this postseason. I don't think it's going to matter for them one game, but, you know, they got to have some key stars come through for them. And those are the two biggest guys right there in this game for both teams, Yasmani Grandal and Aaron Judge. 84 wins for the Diablos, 87 wins for the Honey Badgers. Great pitching matchup in this one as well. Carlos Rondon and Brandon Woodruff. So, fascinating pitching matchup in this one. And Anthony Rondon was a great pitcher in the regular season. Postseason continues here with the Arrow wildcard game. And here is Carlos Rondon. And, I mean, those numbers are excellent. One of the better pitchers in baseball this year. 15-8 record, 2.54 ERA, 1.07 whip. I mean, really incredible stats for him there. And Jake Cronenworth is going to lead things off. Maybe he didn't have the best season overall as a leadoff hitter for Mexico City. Only batted around 250. He's got a 1-2 count on him, and that's a swing and a miss. Slider there sitting at 86. And I didn't see how many strikeouts exactly Carlos Rondon had this year, but definitely a strength of his is to get Ks. Out in front of that off-speed pitch right there was Cronenworth. And so now it's J.J. Bleday, and J.J. Bleday is going to swing way out in front of another slider. That one way outside. Rondon immediately 2 strikeouts here right out of the gate as that slider is ball 1. And there's Tim Anderson at 800 OPS for him this season. He is a free agent, by the way, going into this next season. So, you know, obviously a guy that this team really wants to come back and play for them. That's a fastball swung right through, and Rondon means business immediately in this game. A strikeout of the side in the top of the first inning. Fascinating there. Now I go to the bottom half of the first, and Brandon Woodruff, the ace of this really surprisingly good Diablos pitching staff, in my opinion, here. But, man, 188 hits allowed, but a 107 whip. Only 39 walks all year in 211 innings. That is absolutely fantastic. 3.27 ERA. And here's Christian Yelich. 854 OPS, 26 homers, 57 RBIs. Basically the old Christian Yelich right there. Had a really incredible bounce-back season. Fly ball. This one's really deep and near the wall. Still backing up. Wow, Oscar Mercado made that grab right at the wall for the first out. In this offense, talked about it before, but you know, you got Yelich, you got McNeil, Aaron Judge and Austin O'Reilly, Miguel Cabrera, Ramon Laureano, Jorge Alfaro, Jalen Miller, and Ha-Seong Kim. They were 4th in the AL in home runs this year, but on base and average is where I am really concerned about what this team is going to be able to do. As here's Aaron Judge, and he's going to ground this one over to short. Tim Anderson makes the play. Good scoop there by Josh Bell at first base. But, you know, I think for one game, as long as you have, you know, you can have Judge and Riley and Yelich do some good things for you. But if this team wins this game and they go further, where are they going to get more offense from? That's going to be the biggest question for them in the postseason here, because their pitching is really good, actually. There's a base hit for Yasmani Grandal, who, as you saw there, 53 homers, led the league in home runs this season and had 121 RBIs. He gets a base hit. The key guy for Mexico City. Now Mike Moustakas is going to drive this one into the gap. And that ball is gone! As it just goes over, it just kept on carrying. And Mike Moustakas gets a 2-run homer off Rondon here in the second inning. So the Diablos will score first on the road here as well in this one. 2-0 in the second. And yeah, you know, initially that one just kind of kept going. You think it might just bounce off the top of the wall or something, but it ends up going over. Now is David Bodie, 751 OPS for him with 23 home runs. 1-2 count. That's a swing and a miss. 95 with that fastball. I mean, plenty fast enough to blow it by hitters when Rendon needs to. So out number 2 in the inning. That's another swing and a miss. Oscar Mercado not able to catch up to that pitch. 0-2 swing and a miss at a 95. Minor fastball there on the outside corner. So Rendon definitely has his strikeout pitch working, but a big-time swing right there by Mike Moustakas into the gap to make it 2-0 for the Diablos. Yeah, just getting over that wall. Counts all the same for a big run. Here's Austin Riley now. Finished the season with 38 homers and 106 RBIs. A key hitter for New York here. He's got to do well if this team wants to go far in this postseason. Takes that fastball that looked to be a strike at the knees. And Brandon Woodruff is like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that pitch being low right there, Blue. So the count is full. And he's going to foul this pitch off. And this is a wonderful at-bat here by Austin Riley. He's fouled off like 5 or 6 pitches in this AB here. So another full count pitch, and now Austin Riley cranks this ball into left field, and that one just to the left of Homer's Landing. Home run, Austin Riley. 349 feet on that swing, and New York is on the board in the second inning. It's 2-1. And yeah, you're the manager. You're like, yeah, that's a key guy. We need him to get going and do some great things in this postseason. And he continues his home run hitting success here into this game. Do it right away. Just kind of toss that bat away casually. Yeah, just to the left of Homer's Landing there in the seats. Now it's Ramon Laureano. 227 average, 21 homers and 65 RBIs for him this season. An 0-2 pitch is on the corner. What a great location by Woodruff right there. Ramon Laureano disagrees with that strike 3 call, but that, my man, is indeed a strike. Look where that one was. Wow, right on the corner. Cannot place that pitch any better than that. So here's Eli Alfaro, and Alfaro is going to swing and miss out of that changeup. So a couple of strikeouts right after the Austin Riley home run. A good recovery by Brandon Woodruff, but the Honey Badgers here on the board in the second. 2-1 as we go to the third inning now in this wildcard game. So here now is Sal Frelick, 239 average and a 704 OPS in his short time in the majors, and he's getting a big-time playoff debut, and he's going to fly this one straight away center. Ramon Laureano on the track, right in front of the wall, makes the catch. That was a great play right there on the run by Ramon Laureano for the first out. Now there's 2 down in the inning, and J.J. Bleday is going to take a 4-seam fastball at the knees for strike 3. Great pitch right there. Rendon gets another strikeout. Middle of the third inning now. Bottom of the third, here's Jalen Miller. And Jalen Miller is going to take a circle change below the knees, and it's the part of the order where you can kind of afford to mess around with these hitters, as that one misses as well. 4-seamer outside, and so a man on base for Ha-Seong Kim. And then the first pitch is a strike there on the corner. Ha-Seong Kim, yeah, only a 552 OPS and a below 200 average, a guy that I don't want to be starting for this team next year. I don't know how they're going to replace him in free agency, or with a trade or whatever it is. Can't have him starting in the lineup next year, but he does get a base hit there down the line. So 2 men on for Christian Yelich. And Yelich is going to take a high off-speed pitch, not the location you want if you're Woodruff, but he gets the job done with a strikeout there. Big out number 1 this inning. And Yelich kicking himself for not swinging at that one. Now Jeff McNeil is going to ground it right to first base. Right stepping on the bag. There is Josh Bell, and they're only going to get that one out. So now here's Aaron Judge. He is 0 for 1, grounded out in the first inning. And now Woodruff coming set here. First pitch to Judge. And it's a slider high, swung on and crushed by Judge into left field. No doubt home run. And Aaron Judge gives the lead to the Honey Badgers. Here in the third, it's 4-2. Man, and a ball absolutely crushed. Got out of here in a hurry. The two guys with the power on this lineup have supplied it in this game already with the Judge and Riley. And that one actually, I think, got into Homer's Landing there in left. So now it's Austin Riley, and he's going to swing at a very high fastball there for strike 3. But man, first Riley in the second inning, now Judge in the third. Taking a look at that bat and saying, man, that was a really good swing. Felt very good for him right off of the bat there for sure. 4-2 as we go to the fourth. So here's Tim Anderson, and he is going to swing and miss, and a four-seamer there. Rondon already has 7 strikeouts in this game. As let's take a little look at this pitch. Way late on that one was Tim Anderson inside. I mean, that's just such a hard pitch to hit. As now there's 2 outs, a man on, but Josh Bell is at the plate. As the 0-1 pitch here to him is a ground ball, and it's right to the shortstop for the third and final out. So, you know, only 3 hits so far in this game by Mexico City through the top of the 4th inning. 3-2 count to Miguel Cabrera is a swing and a miss, and a fastball there inside. Woodruff with his 5th strikeout. I mean, he just missed in location a couple of times to a couple of these really big hitters. He's getting strikeouts though now. He's got one here against Laureano, his 6th of the game. And you know, again, I mean, both these pitchers a little bit rusty it seems early in this game. Only needed fastballs in that at bat, but they're getting strikeouts, and hopefully, you know, they can settle in. And it kind of looks like, at least for sure, Anthony Rondon is doing that. And that one is going to go off of the wall here in left field. So extra bases for the hitter there. I didn't actually. Horofalo gets a double. So now it's Jalen Miller. 0-2 to him, and it's a fly ball, but pretty shallow center south. Frelick is on the move, on the run, making the play to end the 4th inning. So Woodruff working around the double there as we go to the 5th. David Boney at the plate, and David Boney is going to swing and miss at that one. 96, way late on that. Rondon had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, he is settled in at this point in the game. Slider, 4-seamer, circle change, really changing up the speeds and the pitches. And that at bat, although he threw 3 fastballs, but now it's South Frelick, and he's going to fly this one pretty deep as well. And another one on the run. South Frelick has hit it to pretty deep center field twice already in this game. Neither time has it actually fallen in. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Ha-Seong Kim, and he is going to swing and miss. Fastball pretty way inside there. Not going to make contact with that one. 7 strikeouts now for Brandon Woodruff, who, again, really has pitched pretty well, besides a couple of big mistake pitches to a couple of big guys in this batting order. Nice play by South Frelick on the run in center. You know, these outfielders here, the center fielders, at the very least for both of these teams, have made some really good behind-the-shoulder catches and, you know, some running plays on the run in this game so far. That is going to end the 5th inning. So now we're definitely settled in, and the offense is here pretty quiet the last couple of frames. Mexico City still only has 3 hits, only 7 combined. Now 2 down in this inning, and Tim Anderson is going to fly into right field, and Judge is settling there underneath it to make the play. So that's a 1-2-3 inning for Austin Riley, or not for Austin, I don't know why I said Austin Riley. That's a 1-2-3 rating for Carlos Rendon. 3-4-5 coming up for New York here. And actually, they're gonna go to the bullpen and they're gonna bring out Tyler Hearn. I don't know why. He's got a 5.87 ERA this season in 46 innings, 43 strikeouts to 23 walks. Yeah, I think that there could have been better guys you go to in your bullpen, but we'll see. He's already gotten one out, but now it's Austin Riley, who's already hit a dinger in this game so far. So can Tyler Hearn keep the score where it is? You need that because right now the offense for Mexico City has really hit a cold spot. That's a foul ball. As I believe it, I don't know if it was already 2-2. That might have made it 2-2 there. But either way, now 2 strikes on Austin Riley. And he is going to get Riley to swing and miss at a 4-seamer. That was actually a fantastic pitch right there by Hearn at the knees. So now Miguel Cabrera comes on out, and he's 0 for 2. And this might be one of his last chances, you think, to get a World Series title. It's one of the things that he has not done. One of the only things he hasn't done in his career at this point. I think next year will be his final year in the show that will actually have him play in the big leagues, and he is, that's the last year of his contract anyway, so it makes sense in that sense here. Josh Bell is going to foul that curveball there. That was a great pitch way down low. 100 pitches now for Rendon on the ledger. 101. Now 102 is a fastball on a 4-seamer inside, and a fantastic outing by Carlos Rendon in this game. 7 innings, 3 hits, and 2 runs allowed with 9 strikeouts. Fantastic bowl game for him. And now we go to the 8th, and this game has gone by really quickly here since the first few innings. Tyler Hearn is now going to get a strikeout. Jalen Miller, I mean, that's a pitch you got to crush right there. A slider, high and upstairs like that. Yeah, that one, he's kicking himself right there. He's like, I got to hit that pitch for sure. Not going to get a lot of pitches better than that. Now 2 down in the inning. Ha-Seong Kim is going to... No, that's a base runner on, and actually a stolen base right there. That's the first one of the playoffs. And it's Ramon Laureano grabbing a bag right there. Okay. Not a guy that's... I don't know how many stolen bases he had this season, but not a guy that I would really associate with getting a lot of stolen bases. But now it's 0-1 to Ha-Seong Kim here. He's 1 for 2 in the game, and he's going to fly or hit a grounder into the outfield here, and they're going to hold the runner there at third base. So no attempt to score by Laureano. But now men in the corners. Jam here for Hearn. Is a pop-up behind the plate, and there's a catch by the catcher there, Yasmani Grandal, and that's going to end the 7th. So Bodie Mercado, Frelick, I mean, can Mexico City do something here? Now it's down to this bullpen, and now down to Sean Doolittle, who was fantastic this season. 37.2 innings, a 1.91 ERA, and a sub-1 whip. One of the better just bullpen guys in general this season, but he's going to give up a walk here to David Bodie to start off this 8th. And, man, I mean, the bottom of this order for Mexico City has definitely its holes here, but can they come through? They got to do something right now in this 8th. 1-2 pitch here to Oscar Mercado. Ground ball. Oh no, to Riley. It's a double play. Not what you needed right there at all. And the run threat is killed out right there on that one swing. That's a huge blow for the Diablos in this game. So now it's Sal Frelick. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Can he do something to continue this 8th inning here? 2-1. It's a fly ball, but Yelich is there. Makes a play. Middle of the 8th, and still a 4-2 game. Nobody's scored since the 3rd inning in this one. And now can the Honey Badgers add on to this lead at all? Tyler Hearn is still pitching here. Looking for 3 innings of relief, and 3 innings of relief he gets. So I questioned him putting him in this game, but he actually pitched fantastic in this one with 3 scoreless frames. But man, where's the offense? You got to come through here. He's only given up, only had 3 hits all night, and Kirby Yates You know, 4.12 ERA. That's a little bit high, you would think, but the whip was at a great spot for him. Only 14 walks this year, 47 saves, in below a lot of saves, but he's this team's closer, and he's still going to be that in the playoffs. So can he, live up to what we've seen him do in his career? We know he's a capable closer. That one misses, so the count is full to Cronenworth, and it's there on the corner for Seamer, strike 3 to Cronenworth, and he's like, yeah, that was a strike. Should have swung at that one. Perfect pitch on 3-2. 1 down, and New York can feel their first playoff win here at this point. Now there's a ground ball, and he's not able to stop it, and that is going to end up being maybe a base hit. I would think it would be a base hit. They did call it a base hit there. I mean, no chance really for Possum Kim at short. So only the 4th one of the game for Mexico City, as that 4-seamer misses to Tim Anderson. He is 0 for 3 in this bowl game. Tying run here at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, and a nice stop by Riley. They get one out there, but not in time. Oh, man, Tim Anderson just beats that play out to keep the game going and keep it alive for the Diablos here. And a really good play by Jalen Miller, actually, to, catch that ball and make a good attempt. Now, John's money ground Dole. Final strike. It's a swing and a miss! Off-speed pitch, and a great one right there by Kirby Yates. New York secures this win at home against Mexico City, and they win the wildcard game 4-2. So, man, Mexico City, despite winning that game 163, their season ends right here in this wildcard game. Brandon Woodruff gets handed a loss. Carlos Rondon, fantastic outing. He was definitely the key for them in this game. 7 innings, only 3 hits. The pitching for the Honey Badgers give up only 4 hits and 2 runs tonight. And the Honey Badgers will play. They're going to be facing a big test in the Seattle Raptors in the American League Divisional Round, the best team in the American League. And, everything worked for this team. You got Aaron Judge and Austin Riley. Both those guys had big-time hits. But, again, I'm going to bring it up. What happens if Aaron Judge doesn't go 1 for 4, doesn't get a 3-run home run? What happens if both of those guys have a bad day? Where do you get the offense from? We'll see what happens against the Raptors for this team. I think, they have a chance. New York does, to win a couple of games there, but, man, they got to have the offense to back it up. So, that was the wildcard games there. Carlos Rondon, 7 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 runs allowed. Brendan Woodruff, 5 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, 1 walk, and 4 earned runs for him in this game. Mike Moustakas is the only offensive player for Mexico City that really did anything. But that's going to be it for me in the wildcard games here. Next time we'll have Game 1 of both the National League Divisional Series. So that's coming up next in this franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Hope you have a great day. Remember to subscribe if you want to keep up to base with what we're doing in the playoffs here for year 1. And I will see you guys next time. God bless.